U.S. aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's largest warship, anchored off the coast of Split, Croatia for a planned port visit on Tuesday, drawing crowds of residents and tourists who gathered along the city's waterfront. According to Associated Press, the U.S. Embassy in Zagreb said the visit reflected the enduring friendship and cooperation between the U.S. and Croatia. Croatia's Ministry of Defense emphasized the visit's importance in underscoring the stability of NATO's collective defense. It is the second visit to Split and Croatia by the U.S. Navy's most advanced aircraft carrier, following its first port call in June 2023. While anchored off Split, the Gerald R. Ford will host local officials and key leaders for a reception, the U.S. Navy said in a statement. The Ford is the first in the Navy's new class of advanced aircraft carriers, which are designed to carry a wider variety of planes and operate with several hundred fewer sailors. It sailed for the European Theater of Command, which includes waters off Israel's Mediterranean coast in June. The presence of the aircraft carrier and its accompanying warships gives the U.S. the option of a third carrier group in the Middle East if needed.
Put na Bača možeš otići. Tu možeš, ovdje gore ne možeš. Čekaj.
President Donald Trump pulled back Monday on his previous assertion that Ukraine could win back all territory from Russia, now saying he doesn't think they will. They could still win it, Trump said of Ukraine during a cabinet meeting with Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. I don't think they will. They could still win it. I never said they would win it. Anything can happen, you know, war is a very strange thing, he said. According to Associated Press, Trump on Friday called on Kyiv and Moscow to stop where they are and end their brutal war following a lengthy White House meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenski, another shift in his position on the war. After meeting with Zelenski in New York on the sidelines of the annual UN General Assembly last month, Trump even said he believed the Ukrainians could win back all of the territory they had lost to Russia since Putin launched the February 2022 invasion. Trump also said he expects a very fair deal with China, reaffirming that he will soon meet with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. I think we're going to work out something that's good for both countries, Trump told reporters. I want to be good to China. I love my relationship with President Xi, Trump said. I think when we finish our meetings in South Korea, China and I will have a really fair and really great trade deal together, he added. Beijing has not announced any plan for Xi to travel to South Korea, where Trump says he plans to meet the Chinese president, though it's not unusual for Beijing to make announcements closer to the date. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent last week spoke with Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng, and he said the two sides would meet in Malaysia later this week to help prepare for a leaders' summit. The president also disclosed a bit more of his schedule in Asia, saying he's doing a little bit of a tour of the continent. I'll be in Malaysia, I'll be in Japan, he said.
Over here, please.
Mr. President, on the war that you haven't solved yet, the Ukraine-Russia situation, have you now locked in a meeting? And can you explain, just a few weeks ago at UNGA you said that Ukraine could possibly win the war and...
Well, they could. They could still win it. I don't think they will, but they could still win it. I never said they would win it. I said they could win. Anything can happen. You know, war is a very strange thing. A lot of bad things happen, a lot of good things happen. If you look at the Middle East, I would say prior to us hitting Iran so hard, we could have never made that deal because you would have had a dark cloud over the Middle East.
China's bad behavior has really only gotten worse since the AUKUS partnership was formed. With that in mind, is the door open for Australia to get additional nuclear-powered submarines or other military capabilities not already in the deal?
I think China's been very respectful of us. They're paying tremendous amounts of money to us as in the form of tariffs. As you know, they're paying 55%. That's a lot of money. They never were paying anything over years and years and years. But they were like anybody else. A lot of countries took advantage of the U.S. They're not taking advantage anymore. No, China's paying 55% and a potential 155% come November 1st unless we make a deal. And I'm meeting with President Xi. We have a very good relationship. We're going to be meeting in South Korea in a couple of weeks. And we'll see what we can do. We have a very good relationship with China, but you know, it's been probably a little bit like your relationship with China. They try and take advantage, but most countries do.
Mr. President, yeah, your Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, in his Shangri-La speech in, I think it was May, warned about the potential likelihood or threat of President Xi ordering an invasion of Taiwan. 2027 is also the year that Fleet Base West is supposed to start rotating those US and UK submarines. Do you see AUKUS as a deterrent for China in the Indo-Pacific?
Yeah, I do. I think it is, but I don't think we're going to need it. I think we'll be just fine with China. China doesn't want to do that. First of all, the United States is the strongest military power in the world by far. It's not even close. Not even close. We have the best equipment. We have the best of everything, and nobody's going to mess with that. And I don't see that at all with President Xi. I think we're going to get along very well as it pertains to Taiwan and others. Now, that doesn't mean it's not the apple of his eye, because probably it is. But I don't see anything happening. We have a very good trade relationship. We're going to have a very good, I think when we leave South Korea, it could be wrong, but I think we'll end up with a very strong trade deal. Both of us will be happy. I don't see that happening. It's an amazing thing, the power of tariffs in terms of our country. We had presidents that allowed China and other countries get away with murder. We're not going to allow that, but we're going to have a fair deal. I want to be good to China. I love my relationship with President Xi. We have a great relationship. I believe after we leave South Korea, we'll be there together. We thought that would be a good place to meet. And we're going to be meeting. I'll be in Malaysia, I'll be in Japan, I'll be in a couple of others. We'll be sort of doing a little bit of a tour. I've been invited to go to China, and I'll be doing that sometime fairly early next year. We have it sort of set. But I think we're going to have a very good relationship with China. And again, they will threaten us with rare earths. I don't think they're threatening us too much right now. I think when we finish our meetings in South Korea, China and I will have a really fair and really great trade deal together. I want them to buy soybeans. They stopped buying our soybeans because they thought that was punishment. So I think we're going to end up having a fantastic deal with China. It's going to be a great trade deal. It's going to be fantastic for both countries, and it's going to be fantastic for the entire world. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. You know, we had a dark cloud over the Middle East, and now it's all, I mean, we have a little situation relatively with Hamas, and that will be taken care of very quickly if they don't straighten it out themselves, because they're in violation of their agreement.
President, you just alluded to the violence in the Middle East. What steps is the administration taking to maintain the ceasefire?
Well, a lot of steps, and right now it's in the hands of others. You know, we have 59 countries that agreed to the deal. We have a peace in the Middle East for the first time ever. We made a deal with Hamas that, you know, they're going to be very good, they're going to behave, they're going to be nice, and if they're not, we're going to go and we're going to eradicate them if we have to. They'll be eradicated, and they know that. So they went in, and I don't believe it was the leadership, but they had some rebellion in there among themselves, and they killed some people, you know, a lot of people. But this is a violent group. You know, you probably noticed over the last 100 years, this is a very violent group of people. And they got very rambunctious, and they did things that they shouldn't be doing. And if they keep doing it, then we're going to go in and straighten it out, and it'll happen very quickly and pretty violently, unfortunately. Go ahead.
Yeah, just following up on that question, when you say we are going to eradicate Hamas, who is we? Does that include American boots on the ground?
No, it won't be on the ground at all. We don't need to, because we have many countries, as you know, signed on to this deal. The way I view it, 59 countries, and unanimous. There's never been, nobody ever believed it was right. Countries that 4 months ago didn't like each other, and now they're all aligned together. I mean, we've had countries calling me when they saw some of the killing with Hamas, saying, we'd love to go in and take care of the situation ourselves. In addition, you have Israel would go in 2 minutes if I asked them to go in. I could tell them, go in and take care of it. But right now, we haven't said that. We're going to give it a little chance, and hopefully there will be a little less violence. But right now, you know, they're violent people. Hamas has been very violent. But they don't have the backing of Iran anymore. They don't have the backing of really anybody anymore. They have to be good. And if they're not good, they'll be eradicated.
Australia will undertake, some as well. One of them is Australia, the US and Japan as well. So what we're trying to do here is to take the opportunities which are there. Australia has had a view for some time